Live. What's up, everybody? This is Ken the Dawn. Thanks for tuning in to Young Money Muggles. Let's get the intro. Yes, you guys. So listen, this is for adults only. So if you don't like vulgar language, tune out right now. If you don't like smoking, tune out right now. We grown over here, okay? So I want to talk to you guys today about with me, my life. Grow with me. I want you guys to learn and see from me. So let's go. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in so much. This is Young Money Muggles. This is Ken the Don, all things God, business, and family. I wanted to do a little GWN Grow With Me segment. There's a lot that has transpired in the last few months. I haven't been on my private Facebook group. I haven't been talking with a lot of things and just putting things out there like that. I've been allowing my team, my EAs, they've been running the business. But as far as a lot of personal stuff, I haven't been there. Okay. So I wanted to talk with you guys tonight, a little late night talk, a little late night journey. Nothing crazy, nothing. Sorry, I'm going live on my private Facebook group. For some reason, they're acting up. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, a little bit of a grow with me. A lot of you, I'm very open. I'm very honest. I talk a lot about what I have going on and about what I do. So I don't want to stop. However, I know that this may seem a little Kanye Westish, for lack of better words. Um, but men, if you look at my Instagram, if you guys follow my Instagram, I've made a lot of posts in the past hour, and I talked about how men we aren't allowed to talk about our feelings. We aren't allowed to speak our side. And I'm not saying that I'm right and all that. Whatever. Believe what you want. Take what you want. At this point, we're divorced. I signed the papers. It's that. We co-parent. It's that. I just want to give a little detail because I'm having a lot of people message me. I'm having a lot of people reach out to me. I didn't think that I had that many followers. I didn't think that I had that many people. But a lot of people are asking why. A lot of people are asking what happened. Um, and I just want to be honest with it. I'm very honest, and that's one thing that she hated was that I'm very 100% with everything. You know, sometimes people would rather live behind the facade than to hear the truth. You know, but um, I'm committed to being truthful in and out 100%. If you decide to continue to follow me after that, so be it. If you don't, so be it. I really don't care. Like I get paid from so much different things that this is not for show. This is because I love doing this. I love talking to people. I love helping you guys. I love allowing you guys to see into my life and to learn from my mistakes. Okay. So if anyone can learn from this tonight, that is what I appreciate. All right. So what they don't tell you when you get married is everything that you're going through magnifies by 10,000%. What they don't tell you, um, for better or for worse, no one cares about that. No one pays attention to that when the vows are being said, okay? Everyone hears this for sickness and for health and, good and bad. They hear that and they say, okay, but no one really jumps on that and no one really pays attention. Okay. And I'll say that because as a man who loves, as a man who isn't scared to say that I love and that I'm okay with loving, this world is full with a lot of dysfunction. This world is full of a lot of people who have grown up without dads, grown up without fathers, grown up without people who can really show them the way. Okay. And so this is no excuse. No excuse for me, no excuse for her. I'm just talking. So if you can handle this discussion, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you want to. But if you can't and you decide you want to leave, I get it. I understand. Okay. So like I said, when you get married, everything that you're going through magnifies. Okay. So if you aren't ready for everything that you think that you have down packed, but it isn't down packed, if you aren't ready for it to magnify, don't get married. And I'm being honest. Okay. So let me know who's in here. I see some people are joining. Thanks for joining. Um, yeah. So I'll give you guys my mentality and my side because there's her side, there's my side, then there's the truth. That's what they always say. There's your side, my side, then there's the truth. Who cares? Believe what you want. Like I said, the only reason why I'm really coming out live and saying this, I feel like Kanye West. But the only reason why I'm coming out live and saying something is because I've had so many people reach out to me and ask what's going on. Hey, what's happening? That at this point, I'm like, okay, I have to say something because um there's another story being told. And I get it. I understand. I get it 100%. Okay. So let's talk. Hey, Stanley. Thanks for joining in. I see you. So, marriage, from my understanding, is 100% each side. There is no 50%. There is no 50-50 because if one person puts in 50, another person puts in 50, if something falls, that's what it is. So I've always been told it's 100%. I grew up in the church. I grew up church boy. So I wouldn't even get married. I wouldn't even lived together until we got married and we shacked. So 2016, May 10th. So our anniversary actually just passed. May 10th, 2016. I decided that I wanted to get married, and I got married at church at the end of the service because I was not living with someone and shacking with them and not being married. I'm giving y'all my side, my mindset. I know y'all hear so many stuff. I know y'all hear so much. Whatever. Believe what you want. I don't care at this point. I'm just telling my story and I'm getting out of here. Okay. So we're talking, we get married. I'm married, and I was at the financial stability point to have my own place. We had a studio, we moved in. We're good. Okay. We're good. Life begins to happen. And I begin to ask myself, really, is this what you wanted to do? Is this what you really wanted? Is this what you wanted, Kenyon? I know that this is happening, but is this what you wanted? As a man, you have to make decisions. As a man, you have to stand on decisions that you make, regardless of what they are. So I made the decision. I stood on that decision. Um, hey. As you see, I'm a cat. I'm a cat man now. I have like 3 cats. But yeah, so I stood on that decision. Okay. Stood on that decision. 2017 comes along. Bible says every man is tempted, but we have a way of escape. Okay. Me being young, me being dumb. Give you the timeline. I was about 22, maybe 23. So I was young, I was dumb. I went ahead and I stepped outside of my marriage. Okay. A lot of people are going to hate me for this. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of followers. I get it. Okay. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Just let you guys digest this. Okay. 2017, I stepped outside of my marriage. Summer of 2017, because I'm a church boy and I'm at church, and because God sees everything, He allows a guest preacher to come up to me and to basically lay out the last 5 years. I still have 2 more years of what He's prophesied, you guys. Church people, y'all know what I'm talking about. All the church people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, you don't believe in prophecy, whatever, that's fine. But when it starts to happen, okay. So all this stuff is happening. We separate, we split up. He prophesies, but you guys are going to be okay. You're going to be all right. 2020 happens. The pandemic happens. 2 months before the pandemic, I decide to move back in and we get together. So yeah, we separated. A lot happened. I decided to come forth and tell her about my infidelities. All of these things happened. So I was man enough to be honest and say something. Sometimes y'all can hide, y'all can no. I'm not. When I do something bad, I start sweating, I start going through. Okay, you guys. So I couldn't handle it. I went and I said something. Say what you want. I said something. She left me. As any woman should, I give that the right. However, 2020, we decided we were going to come back together and we'll live together and try this thing out. So I moved back here from North Carolina. I had my own place, 3-bedroom apartment, 2 bath. I had my cousin live with me. I still had another bedroom available. I had it. I had the life. Okay, you guys know from Young Money Muggles. You know from watching my page. I'm in business. Okay, so I had the life. I was doing it down there, North Carolina. Had the gun license, all of that. I was good. I don't know. I said this at the beginning of the video. I feel like Kanye West, and you will understand. Okay, you'll understand. So we're good. Life is going. I'm telling you this from my perspective. You can ask her for her perspective. You can talk to other people in my family because they're willing to tell you. But you can do whatever you want. At this point, like I said, I'm just talking from my perspective. I'm thinking we're good. August 2020 comes, and that's when we finally received our taxes or tax write-off, whatever you want to say. So I get my taxes and I said, hey, do we need to do anything that we need to get done as far as adulting? Paying bills, food, paying off bills, etc., etc. Mind you, since I've moved here, I've gotten my credit from a 398 to a 691. Say what you want, but baby, I've had not two, not three, but 4 car repos. Okay, so to be able to get my credit to 698, that speaks a lot of volume for me. Okay, so this is my focus. This is why I created Young Money Muggles, to be able to help you from my mistakes. Okay, so I get my credit good. I'm working on things. We're getting all right. I'm working a job because we had a discussion in August. We had a discussion in August that enlightened me and helped me to realize, hey, I might need a job. I have a business. I run a business. I run network marketing. I have passive income. I have multiple streams of income. If you follow me on social media, you see I post it, okay? I'm very open with what I do. I make money. However, I realized that I had to go back to work. So I went back to work. I'm working. I'm doing what I thought I needed to do. And as I'm working and doing what I thought I needed to do, um, March rolls around. I'm just giving you guys the timeline, okay? March rolls around and it's shown that I may not have as much time as I think that I have, okay? And that's fine. Now, if you have bills, if you have debt, you understand that sometimes you can pay stuff off. You can pay the minimum. You can get what you need to get done. So, as a husband, as the head of my household, I charge someone with the ability to do some reconnaissance work, some recon, and see what we needed to do to make sure that we could be still in good standings with everything. I have a business. As a small business, sometimes things are always as fruitful and as fluent as you want it to be. So I knew that, and I recognized that. I paid certain bills that I could with my business, like Wi-Fi, phone bill, food, stuff like that. But once I realized I need to get a job, I got a job. Okay, I got a job. I'm getting paid weekly. I have receipts for everything, you guys. So, like I said, at this point, I'm upset that I have to tell my side of the story, but I have receipts. So, I'm working, I'm giving money, I'm paying bills. To me, I've done so much research, I've read so many books, I've watched too many YouTube videos, and I've learned from people like Dave Ramsey, stuff like that. So they tell me you pay the minimum and then you hit the heavy hitters. So I paid the minimum, Wi-Fi, BG&E, phone bills, not even my phone bill, because I know I pay my bills. I do what I'm supposed to do. I pay things, I get things good, right? Now, a lot of you may not resonate with this, but I'm being honest. Like I said, this is my Kanye West moment. I'm tired of being quiet about this and then still being beat up about this, okay? So, church goes on a fast. We're about to have a whole event. Let's go on a fast. I'm going on a fast. I'm putting my business, putting my family, putting all that out there, telling God this is what I'm expecting. This is yours. I give it back to you, etc., etc. All of that. Okay. So we're in the middle of a fast. Now the event shows up beginning top of the month of April. I'm at the event, believing that I'm in God's will, believing that I'm paying tithes, believing that I'm doing what I need to do, believing all of these things. I'm going somewhere with this, so please don't jump off of this thinking that this is a bad thing. But please hear me. I'm doing all of these things thinking I'm doing something right. I get home, I do Uber. Okay, I believe in multiple streams of income, you guys. Okay, so I do work. I'm a manager at a grocery store. I work. Then I also do Uber. I also volunteer at the aquarium. I do a lot of different things. Okay, I have passive income. I have books. I have a lot of stuff. And if you watch, like I said, if you watch my social media, you'll see that you see the receipts. Okay, so I don't have to. You'll see. Okay, so I'm doing these things. I'm thinking that I'm good. I get home. There's already divorce papers. There's a whole family, a whole team, a whole people standing around for support. And I'm wondering, where did I mess up? I get it. Please hear me. I get it. Like I said, as a man, you are the head. There has been times that I have dropped a ball, and I will acknowledge that. There has been times that I haven't been good. January 18th. Can't forget this date now because it's etched in my head. My father decided he wanted to go to glory. Do I have a time to grieve? Am I allowed to feel sad? Am I allowed to give up? No. Why? Because you have a family, you have a wife, you have people looking for you. Okay, so I don't. I already told you guys, I've been working, I've been doing stuff. I may stop working as a 9 to 5, but I still was doing Uber and doing other things to continue into supply. Okay, so I'm doing things and it still isn't enough. Now, for me, I took the vow serious. So, for better, for worse, in sickness and health, all of these things, I understand my part. But once again, back to the beginning, if you watch the replay, I said it's 100% both sides. If I'm putting in 100, why can't you put in 100? And why is it such a problem that I put in 100? And even at the moment of grief, like I said, my dad just died. Okay. I'm giving you guys the whole background, and I feel horrible that I have to do this. But like I said, at this point, my name is being thrown through the dirt. So I'm going to do this one video. I really don't care. The fear of man is gone. I really don't care what you guys say, but I'm doing this to just set the record straight and keep it moving. My dad dies. I have a moment where I said, why should I be doing this? No one cares about me. No one feels how I feel. But I continued because I realized I'm an adult. I realize I have a son. I have a 5-year-old. I have someone looking up to me, someone who sees me as Batman, Superman, someone who sees me different, sees me in a whole nother light. So I can't give up. I keep working. Even though I stopped working a 9 to 5, I went to doing Uber, which is working with my car, putting that on the line. $300 a day is what I'm bringing in, you guys. $300 a day. You do the math. You tell me what. Okay. I come home after this event. I'm giving you the timeline. And like I said, there was a divorce papers and there was a whole group of people. Group of people, whatever you want to say, it was 3 to 4 people. When you come home from working all day, when you come home from being out all day, you don't want to see a group of people telling you what you've done wrong and what you aren't doing. Be honest. Be straight up. You come home and everybody telling you you ain't shit and you need to get your shit together. Oh, by the way, we leaving. By the way, you need to get your stuff out. Get this as the mindset, okay? Like I said, I'm having a Kanye West moment, but bear with me, okay? So I do this. I have the conversations. I talk. I explain my side. At the end of the day, it's still expressed. I'm not happy anymore. I don't love you. I want to leave. Go. What do you do? Do you continue to fight? You see this cat? Oh my God, Echo. Hi. Say hi to the people. She is so spoiled. I'm an animal lover. You see it right there. Animals are connected to me. Animals love me. Do I continue to suppress who I am to make you happy? Or can I finally be able to be myself? Especially after my dad has died. DNA, history, someone who knows me, someone who I act like when I don't even want to act like. Do y'all realize that? Do you realize that you act like your parents even though you don't want to? Do you realize there's things that you do? Paul said it. There's things that seem right and I still do wrong. So where do we go from there? How do we handle that? When you know what's right and you still do wrong? What do you do when you're fighting generational curses daily and you don't have someone to support you in that? Like I said, when you're married, it magnifies. Everything is 10x. Everything is 10,000. Everything is on a higher degree. So you have to realize that once you get married, you're not only fighting your wars, you're fighting their wars. You're not only fighting your generational curses, you're fighting their generational curses. You're not only fighting your problems, you're fighting their problems. This is why sex before marriage is so dangerous because you don't understand how spiritually connected you are. And this is why, like I said, I decided to get married before I had sex and had my son and all of these things. I did all this because I understand the spiritual side of it. But moving forward, continuing in my conversation, okay? I get to the house. It's shown, it's proved that I wanted this. I thought I wanted this, but this is not what I want anymore. Okay, that's fine. Let's split. Let's discuss how we're gonna do this. What's very dangerous, what's very annoying, what's very sad is the dysfunction of the Black community. I'm going to lose some followers from this, and I really don't care at this point. You listen if you want. If you don't, I don't care. When you're 18, your parents say, what? You're grown, get out. They kick you out. No guidance, no plan, no money, no nothing. Okay? So I'm dealing with someone who has been kicked out, who had the ultimatum of college or high school or military. They decided, I'm not going to say new name, they decided military. They decided military, then they realized that the military wasn't fulfilling them. So now they come to me, someone who's stable, someone who's good, and they decide, oh, they're for me. Me being churchy, me being young, me being dumb. I didn't think about this till I really talked to my therapist, and this is why I'm talking to you guys now. My therapist asked me, because I told them, when you have someone call you and say, You were right all along. You were the one for me. Would you not run to them? Would you not open arms accept them? Me being churchy, me being celibate, me being holding on, me be waiting and wanting to do the right thing. When I heard that, I thought that was God. But sometimes the devil gives you what you want just to keep you silent, just to shut you up, just to help you, you know? So I took that, thinking that it was God's will, thinking that that's what God wanted from me, but it changed me. And this was something that I had to realize. This was something that through it all, I still had to come to terms with. My leaders helped me with this. A lot of people helped me does because I felt as though I was doing the right thing. I was being a Christian by going back into this relationship. I was doing the right thing and being a man of God by fighting for my marriage. But when you grow up, when you grow out of it, when you aren't the same mindset, you aren't the same people, and you fight for something that isn't healthy, what happens when God tells you no? What happens when God tries to show you what's better and he tries to help you from making the same mistake again? I had a prophecy. I was at my old family's church. I had a prophecy when we were together and married, and it said, "You guys are about to go through a storm." It basically said that I was going to fall into this new church that I'm in. It basically described that this church would slow me down and that we would be okay. When they said we would be okay, I thought we would still be married. No, we can be okay and co parent, but to me, I thought we'd be okay, meaning we'd be together. So when all of these things happened, and I come home and there's divorce papers on the table, and there's her whole family standing around her and telling how she's not happy anymore, and me having animals, me being in business is not an ideal man that she wants. There was a lot that I had to grasp. But when I re-listened to those prophecies, when I re-listened to the word of God, it gave me peace because I realized we're going to be okay. And this is hard. This is very hard. And I know it's probably hard for others to even allow me to go through and see me go through. But when you understand that you're meant for the stragglers, you're meant for the people who are the black sheep of the family, you're meant for the people who aren't cared about anymore, you're meant for the ones who are left behind. I'm okay. I have a people, I have a tribe. And my tribe are the ones who didn't know that they needed a tribe. My ones are the ones who felt like they did it right and they still failed. I'm there with you. Like I said in my caption, I did it right. I got married. I waited to have sex until I was married. I did the whole thing. Sometimes you just grow apart. Sometimes you just aren't on the same mindset. And it's okay. I'm a church boy through and through. And I'm country through and through. I have quail, I have chickens, I have rabbits. I raise my own food. I have a whole garden. Some people can't handle that. Some people see that as dirty. Some people see that as unfulfilled life. But to me, I watch the news. To me, I would rather be able to supply and provide for my family than to go out and try to work a 9 to 5 and still not be able to. I feel strongly against food stamps and other things, but that's just me because I feel like I could work and provide, but I still did it. For these last 3 years, I've been in food stamps. For these last 3 years, no one knows except for close family, but I've been on child support, even though I've been in the household, even though I've been present, even though I've been there. But you reap what you sow. I stepped outside of my marriage 2017. I explained that. I expressed that. And since then, I've been paying for it. But at some point, at some time, When do you keep having to pay for your problems? When do you keep having to pay recompense and to be appeased? You tell me, should I continue? There's some people who say yes, you need to be on child support. And there's some people who say no. Why are you on child support if you're still there, if you're still present? I'm here to say now, after like last month, I got a refund check from my child support and from paying so much. But these are the predicaments that certain men are in. When you come back, when you decide, when you want to be there for your family, but you have to deal with others, you have to deal with their upsets, their idiosyncrasies, their insecurities. Do you throw that name in the dirt as well, or do you stand up and be a man and continue to eat it and just shut up? I've been eating it, shutting up for the past 2 months. I've allowed my family to eat it and shut up. My mom has called me and cussed me out. My sister has called me and cussed me out, only for a few days later to come back and to apologize because now they've seen receipts since October of 2021. I have wholeheartedly been paying every bill, been trying to pay everything to get it back in good standings to make sure that me and my family was good. I joined a job. I believe in multiple streams, but I was at Amazon overnight working 12-hour shifts to make sure that my family's good, only to still come home a month later and to be told that it's not good enough. You tell me. You hear all of this. Hear her side. Go talk to her. Reach out to her if you want. I really don't care at this point. But you tell me, how would you feel if you decided for the last 6, 7, 8 months, you're gonna pay bills and make sure you're good, make sure all light bill, BGE, Wi-Fi, everything I've been paying. I have the receipts, and this is why I can fuss. You want the screenshots? Email me, kenyon@kenterprisesllc.net. I will send you the screenshots. I paid and I did things because I'm thinking I'm being a Christian. I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm being a man of my house. I'm standing up and I'm taking the right. Only for 2 months later to come back home. Divorce papers on the floor, on the table. I'm not happy. I don't care. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, if you don't want to do this anymore, that's fine. But then to go around and tell other family members, to go around and tell other people that I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not doing these things, when there's actual proof, that's when it gets me. That's when I said, like I said, that I feel like Kanye West, when he realized that Kim Kardashian and the whole triage family is crazy, but too many times men really want to be in families. Men really want to step up, but the women are so used to dysfunction that they don't allow them to. When are we going to move from surviving to thriving? When are we going to move from really saying and speaking these things into actually living them? I want to live a happy, healthy life with someone. No, my life has not been perfect. I grew up in a single household with a single mom. She taught me everything. I didn't meet my dad till I was 13. And then after that, I met him again when I was like 22. And I decided to move down there after I got divorced the first time or separated the first time. And then she wanted to come back together. So we got back together. So I moved back up here from North Carolina. I had a whole 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. I was good. Had my own land. I was good, you guys. But I moved back up here because I wanted to be the man. I wanted to be the man of the house. I wanted to be that Christian. I wanted to be the right presence. I wanted my son to see me. And even now, he still sees me. Even when I call him and I FaceTime him and stuff, he's, oh, kiss mommy, do this. He doesn't understand because he's so young. But I wanted to be that vision in his mind. I still am. And no devil in hell is going to take that from me. But I wanted to talk to you guys because men have such a hard time. My uncle told me years ago, before I was married, all of that. He said, as a man, you are going to have to be able to cry, be able to limp, be able to go through and not have anyone else acknowledge it. I took that in as like just hearsay. I said, okay, whatever you say. But now that I'm actually going through it, I'm like, wow, nobody cares about a man. And please, I'm not trying to diminish or minimize what women go through, because even now, people trying to tell women what to do with their bodies. I get it, but as someone who's really tried, who knows how easy it is to just go to the streets, to just do what you want. I used to sell drugs. I'm not scared to talk about this stuff because I'm grown. We grown. If you can't handle it, grow up. I used to do all of that. So to make the decision to change and then it still not work, there's a lot mentally that you go through. Okay. So now I feel like Pursuit of Happiness. I feel like the movie with Will Smith because for the last year, I've been talking to people. I've been putting my business out there. I've been really pushing stuff. And the minute we separated, the minute we split up, everything blew up for me. Y'all not ready for this type of gospel? If Abraham took Sarah with him, do you think that he would have been able to sacrifice Isaac? We can have this conversation. I don't know if y'all ready for that. But listen, the minute my church, we went on a fast for this event. I laid everything out. I gave my business. I said, God, you have my business. God, you have my family. God, you have my finances. God, you have everything. I literally laid everything out. And 2 days later, my wife left me. I have every right to go crazy. I have every right to say why. I have every right to blame myself and to say that I'm not worth anything. Niggas ain't shit. All that. I have every right. But I choose to stand on the word of God because after you've done everything, what do? Continue to stand. I choose to believe that I did everything best that I could do. I have the receipts. I could allow the accuser of the brethren, I can allow the devil to tell me that I'm not shit, to tell me that I'm not a man who didn't do anything. Or I can look at the receipts and say that I've been paying the wife, I've been paying the BG, I've been actually giving towards the rent and giving towards so much that now if someone decides that they don't want me anymore, it's not me, it's them. This is what I had to come to the realization of. It's not me, it's them. For the last 2 months, my mind has been swirling. I just met my dad at the age of 13. Not three, 4 or 5 years, 9 years later, I meet my dad again. 2 months after that, he dies. And then a month after that, my wife leaves me. I have every right to go crazy, but I choose not to because I'm standing on the promises of God. I'm standing on the word of God. I'm standing and knowing that after you've done everything, what do? You continue to stand. As a man, no one believes you. As a man, it's your fault. As a man, you take responsibility. But no one realizes it takes two to tango. I did what I needed to do. I was who needed to be. I will acknowledge, like I said, I stepped out of my marriage 2017, 2016, actually, let's be accurate. I stepped outside of my marriage, and I'll be honest. But when she decided that she wanted me back, and I was open and I was communicative about everything, I don't know what more to say, what more to do. You tell me. You're Facebook, y'all on Instagram, y'all on I'm on stream, y'all. It's posting to 3 different sites right now. Y'all tell me. Ursula said it. Yep, very dangerous. You're okay. Me too. All of those things. Tell me. If y'all say I'm wrong, I'm man enough to handle that. But I'm giving you the timeline. When it was communicated to me that, hey, we need help, we're struggling, I went out and got a job. After I got a job, a month later, it was, oh, I don't want you. Oh, this isn't good enough. Oh, I don't need this. Okay. But now it's 2 months later. I shouldn't be hearing from people that I'm still the problem. Say what you want. I don't care. I get it. You can say I'm still the problem. That's fine. But when it's people who should know me, y'all should know me. And the very fact that you're believing everything scares me. And that's why I came on live. Come on. Come on. Like I said, I have receipts. I've screenshot everything. I have paper receipts. I've paid bills. I've been doing things as a man should. I've stayed quiet for so long as a man should. But you're not going to drag my name through the dirt. At this point, I realize Ephesians 6. For we wrestle not against flesh or blood, but against principalities and higher things of wickedness in dark places. At some point, it's above me. And I'm not going to continue to allow you to drag my name in the dirt and say all these things just because you're hurt and you want to play the victim. There's your side, there's my side, then there's the truth. Believe what you want. And that's why I allowed it to go on for so long. So many people, even now, I posted a post earlier about the YouTube and about making this post, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you was divorced." All that. It is what it is. I didn't know I was going to be divorced. I didn't know that I was going to come home and the papers be right there. You tell me this: for someone who decided to quit their job, for someone who wasn't working for 6+ months, how could they afford to get a divorce? Sometimes it's influenced. Sometimes your parents think that they're helping, but they're helicopter parents, and they're so helicopter and so overbearing that they're destructive. But it is what it is. As a man, I know who I am, and I stand in that. I paid the bills. I did what I needed to do. And then later on, y'all wanted to jump in because people had asked for help. She asked for help. They decided, I'll pay your bills, but he got to go. And that's fine, but don't sit here and play like I'm a deadbeat. Because I got the receipts where I was paying and I was doing everything. So now instead of paying 500, they gave you 1,000 as a settlement, but you want to run that and play it like you was no. You guys, there's a lot that has transpired, like I said, in the last 2 to 3 months. Young Money Muggles is all things still God, business, and family. Because the Bible says what? If you make your bed in hell, I'll be there. So God still loves me. I don't care what y'all say. God still loves me, and I still declare him as my Lord and Savior. Business. He wants you to have business. He blesses businesses. I have multiple streams of income. And even now, moving and being outside of her, I have my own place. I have a whole townhouse now, and I'm able to survive and be. Okay? Don't allow anyone to make you feel different, to change your mentality. I get it. I'm there. Once again, this prophecy has come into life. I'm there for the lost. I'm there for the black sheep. I'm there for those who have been abandoned. I know how it feels. I really do. But moving forward, you got this. I got this. We got this. And as we continue to grow, as we continue to move forward, I want you to know that no matter what happens, if you feel it, if you have the unction for it, if you have that gut feeling, go for it. Look at my Facebook. Look at my Instagram stories. I'm monetized from Facebook now. No one believed in me for doing my TikToks and dancing and doing my reels. But now I get paid for it. And it's growing every week. It's growing every month. I started in January. When my dad died, I believe that he gave this gift to me of the influencer and the I actually believe God gave it to me, but I believe that, when he died, I was making $14 with my TikToks and Reels. February, I started $64. March, I made 164. In April, I made 214. So every month it grows. May, I'm excited for what's to come because I'm learning. When I prayed and when I fasted and when I came into agreement with what my church was doing and I said, okay, God, your will be done in my life. Your will be done for my finances. Your will be done for my business. Do you not count it strange that he decided to allow my divorce to happen? I get it. It's painful. Do you not realize how many nights I had to put myself on a schedule? I don't drink till the weekends because of how crazy things have gotten. If I started drinking before the weekends, I knew I'd be a bona fide functioning alcoholic. I know my history, I know my family. But I had to cut myself to the weekends because I knew I'm going through life, I'm going through this. I'm not drinking to the weekends. Yes, I still smoke, whatever. Say what you want. God is dealing with me, whatever. At this point, like I said, I'm doing a live, whatever. But I'm honest, I'm real. When I came back, I told her, I smoke, I'm bisexual, I do all of these things. Some of you can't handle that. But I'm honest. Yes, I'm bisexual, but I'm loyal. I'm not going out and cheating. I did it before and I knew what it gave me. So why am I going to go back and do it again? I'm an idiot. I already know. I'm not going back again. So I held myself this time. And that's what's bothering me. That's what's getting me. This is why I'm on live. It's because I actually did the right thing this time. I actually shut up. I actually held my mouth. I actually made sure that I was good. And then this still happened. But God is still good. He's still on the throne. I'm still moving forward. The plan is still the plan. It doesn't matter what other people see, what other people perceive. Once again, like I said, it's her side, it's my side, then it's the truth. Believe what you want. I don't care. But I wanted to be like Kanye West, and I wanted to set the record straight. So this is Ken the Don. I love you guys. Thank you, everyone who has joined. Thank you, everyone who has subscribed. Thank you, everyone who has been a part of me. There is more to this. We have multiple streams of income. I have multiple vehicles of wealth that will allow you to grow. And if you want to get a part of that, DM me.
There
And let me
comes a
know.
time when a paradigm shift happens and you have.
Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, okay? You guys have a good one. Take care.